I think a question that oftentimes comes up is, I don't really want to focus on the fall election that's coming up against our Democratic contender, who's going to be a very strong Democratic contender.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not focused on that, especially for the purposes of this interview. One, I would like to talk about this runoff election that we have coming up. Oftentimes, people ask me, "Hey, is there any daylight or is there any differences in your stances versus your opponents?" And to quickly answer that, we agree on just about every issue. I believe that she's a true conservative. This never Trumper nonsense that was going around. I listened to the whole tape. It's very clear that she was being facetious. And so, I'm not wanting to get into a character assassination campaign, just trying to throw mud. But what I do want to do is draw a difference between what can actually happen. While my opponent is busy posting videos onto her social media of her gardening on a tractor or shooting a gun for what appears to be the first time, I'm busy releasing in-depth policy papers. I'm busy telling the people of Western North Carolina and this new town square of social media the things that I believe in. And, I'm tackling tough topics like abortion, like our economy, like our infrastructure. I'm wanting to discuss to the people and be as accessible to the people of Western North Carolina as I can be. Because this election is nothing more than an extended job interview with the people of Western North Carolina. And as I've said before, no matter how hard the question is, no matter how much pressure there is, I will always show up. There have been forum after forum and invitation by the North Carolina 11th District and by the North Carolina GOP itself for my opponent to meet me in a one-on-one forum debate. And she declines every single time. And it's not surprising. Public speaking is definitely my strong suit. But, she knows that I'm not going to attack her on her character or what she, believes in personally, like she's done with me. I'm going to go into there very prepared for an in-depth policy discussion. And I believe that the reason she's always declined is because she cannot debate or she cannot stand up in a forum, because if she does not have prepared statements that are written by somebody else clearly, because she doesn't have them memorized, then she's unable to represent her conservative values. And so you're telling me that this opponent is going to go up against an Air Force JAG prosecutor who prosecuted terrorists in Guantanamo Bay and be able to articulately defend the causes of conservatism? It would be an embarrassment to our party, and it would be a shortcoming of the conservative doctrine that we're all pushing for. And, when we're going up to Washington, D.C., I plan to represent the people up in for Western North Carolina there. The pressure we're going to face, the minds we're going to go up against, while the liberal ideology is asinine and foolhardy, the people who are supporting it are not dumb. I'm sure that they're supporting this because they may think it's the best for America, or they want to fundamentally change America like President Obama stated. But what I want to do is be able to defeat this liberal ideology, because it will cause us to be both morally and financially bankrupt as a nation. And we need to reach this new generation, or else we're going to have a generational time bomb that will go off in the Republican Party, where we will be in the minority for the rest of time, and we will quickly watch our rights be evaporated and abate over time. And it's going to be very sad. So I ask that you all support me so that you can send a fighter to Congress, someone who knows what they believe in their heart of hearts and does not require a piece of paper to read off of, but someone who can actually fight for you and be a weapon in the hands of the people of Western North Carolina.